We're going to start the Riders' Cup 2023. Formerly from Sweden, superstar rider, that is Frida Lindgren Van Dam. Time allowed 71 seconds in the first round. Great start, lovely clear. Really on point with her riding, this young lady. Next out, Philip Lever. As partner Frida leaves, Philip enters Blue Steel NZPH by Mr. Blue. Unlucky, Phil Lever, Blue Steel, NZPH. And Mark Atkins already, you see, is testing these riders on their curve-related lines. Phil Lever wanted one less, Blue Steel wanted one more into his double. From Queensland, has ridden all around the world, including World Championships. He's Billy Raymond. Horses Ducato by Diorado, owned by Elise Maxwell. A place getter in that wonderful, wonderful jump off in the Chatham Park Futurity, our last class. And you can be sure that Billy would want to get into our second round, taking the top 12. Billy Raymond, Ducato. Solid round, wasn't it? Just the one rail. And so, with this seated structure, that may not be the end of Billy's morning with that horse, taking the 12 best results back into our second round. So the potential for horses on 4 faults is alive and well. They could be seen again. Time allowed on course, 71 seconds. Jamie winning, come on, Tulara Stelensky. 12-year-old mare by Stilipso out of Tulara warm blood bred animal by that superstar stallion Cornet Oblensky. Jamie winning Kermond, Tulara Stelensky. And why did Jamie winning Kermond ride the last like a scolded cat? Because she knows with 2 down, she then needed to get the fastest 8 if that came into play. So smart thinking from this smart lady. Put the foot down, gallop to the last to try and make the grade of the top 12. And Jamie and family, a supporter of the Riders' Cup with Yandu Equestrian Services, which we thank them for their support. Let's see if that tactic worked as the class progresses. Clem Smith, Casino GNZ by Cassini 2, owned by Jan Hunt. 10 years of age. And Clem would dearly love to get his name on the past winners board of the Riders' Cup. Clem Smith, Casino GNZ. Well done, Clem. He's canny, he's canny. He also, having had a rail, realizes the value of speed, the need for speed, as Mr. Cruz says. 66.67. Fairly clipped along, and that would be up there with one of the fastest 4s right now. As Reese Stone enters the ring on Nightshade. the 8-year-old Nightshade, owned in partnership with Reece Stone and Marie Hewitt. You've heard me rave on about some of the technical attributes of some of these horses. We'll have a look at some of the technical attributes of this jockey. A technician and so sympathetic. Having had a rail, knows the value of a moving canter. Well done, Reece. The one rail, 69.36, and our ever alert arena party with ears like a dingo. Here's that little wall. We'll get a rub and go and fix it. Well done. A lady on fire at this show. Jess Rice Ward to Lara Dirangel. Just 22 years of age. By Diorado. Well done, Jess. Would have preferred the 4-fold, but it turns out to be 8. She'll wait with interest. 70.78. But here's something to note. We mentioned how Jamie winning Kermond with 8 galloped to the last. Well, she completed her round in 64 seconds, 8.5. Jess, 8 faults in 70.78. So some 6 seconds ahead of that 8-fault round. Jamie winning Kermond, doing some maths in her head. Tyrone Latham, Yakala Harriet. By Higgins. Now he doesn't hang around. He knows the value of a fast four. Unlucky Tyrone. He's been in the placings this week. Had to give it a go. Had to try and sneak in with that four faults. Maverick Miles. Maverick, very much involved with the family business, MC Apparel, who sponsor here at Waratah, and indeed sponsor many an up-and-coming next generation show jumping athletes, which we think and thank Janelle and David for their support. Lovely people and some fantastic gear at MC Apparel. This horse has been going particularly well for Mav. Another by the great Vivant. Maverick Miles, Verdasco. Clear round. Maverick Miles, our second clear. Great to hear the crowd get invested. That's what we're here for, to watch top class jumping, a metre 45, the Riders' Cup. And that's right, people. Don't feel this is a sound barrier area. You can make as much noise as you wish at the start and end as we welcome Will Dite in his final year of engineering at Sydney Uni, a winner of this event at the Nationals in Victoria. He rides the mare Thea by Danis de Thillier. Will Dite, Thea. Unlucky Will. Again, he would have preferred the four, obviously. 67.86. presently in 7th. Be a long shot, but don't get untacked yet. Just on the borderline. Just the 2 clears in our Riders' Cup of 2023. Frida Lindgren and Mav Miles. And just quickly, a Toyota Fortuna, a grey one, EVJ97E. Would you please move that vehicle? Toyota vehicle EVJ97E as Aaron Hadlow and the mare Scandix. Sarah Stiletto by Scandix out of a Cassini 2 mare. She looks a picture, doesn't she? To the last. We're going to raise the roof if this mare jumps clear. Oh, what a clear. Outstanding, outstanding. Put that hand in the air, Aaron Hadlow. Oh, the atmosphere, it's building, it's building. Aaron Hadlow, Sarah Stiletto. Beautiful clear. And the riders can feel it now. The Riders' Cup starts to come alive. Jennifer Wood, iPod by Casiago. 11-year-old iPod has had his moments. Jen, being the rider that she is, has hopefully got him on song this morning. We saw Jen in the World Cup yesterday evening. She's a cracking rider. Let's wish her well. Jennifer Wood, iPod. Now she has to move a fast 4 faults. Great job, Jen. And she gets the job done, 67.18. The 8 falters are now unlikely as Jen posts a cracking round. Just the 1 rails, 67.18, puts her into 5th at the moment. Remember, we're taking 12 combinations through to our 2nd round. Jen Wood, top job with iPod. Katie Bridgeland, haven't seen this combination for a couple of days. Has Showtime Burrow been saved for the occasion? New Zealand bred, fast in a jump off. And the tension in the Riders' Cup builds, 1.45 m, 3 clears. Kelly Bridgeland, Showtime Burrow. Unlucky Kelly. That's that last brick. Just 22 years of age. She's one to watch for the future. The wonderful Sally Simmons, Oaks, Charleville. By Charlemagne, Ego Z, bred by the Oaks Sport Horses. Talk about riders of the future. We're looking at one here, Sally Simmons, highly successful, and another rider that would love their name on the Riders' Cup Trophy for 2023. 3 clears. 4 on 4. Sally Simmons, Oaks, Charleville. Let her know, folks, let her know. Clear round, you beauty. Oh, Sally, we rode that one with you. Oaks, Charleville, all clear. Great job. 4 clears. Wow, we enjoyed that. And we'll see Sally back in the second round. And another great young talent in the saddle, Ginger Jilly, Diamond B, Vancouver. Helen's Chug's ears will be pricked up. There's another one of my horses, she's saying. Ginger, just 22 years of age. Ginger decides not this morning and retires Diamond B, Vancouver. As we welcome Eva Rasmussen from the Terry Hills area, runs a very busy operation, adjusting, coaching, always got a myriad of troops behind her at all the shows. Jamie Winning Kermon started this horse by Cornetta Blensky. Eva's taken the ride over and is going places. It would be a popular, crowd-pleasing clear if we can get her there. Eva Rasmussen, Tulara Windstorm. Right on Eva, new to this height. Couple down today, but the more she rides at this height and level, I'm sure we'll see better things round the corner. Eva Rasmussen on her lovely partner, Tulara Windstorm. Sarah, in brackets, Miss Competitive, Duggan. Amazing rider. She rides Dublin. Her wonderful partner, again, loves this horse, by Cantos. And if this horse gets into the second round, watch out, world. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Got to jump this first round clear first. And Sarah, fiercely competitive, would have a real desire to win the 2023 Riders' Cup. Sarah Duggan and the effervescent Dublin. Well done, Sarah. One of these riders with the inbuilt clock. Having had an early rail, she's a professional. She knows what she's doing, puts the foot down, realizes the value of a fast four, and presently in fifth spot, the fastest four clears. Smart thinking, smart riding as we move on. Amelia Douglas, Kelfilo, 1-6. 11 years of age. George Sanna says this is going to be one of the ones to watch out for as a Grand Prix horse of the future. Great job, Amelia. Amelia Douglas, all class. Kelfilo, 1-6. And when George says, look out for this horse, people listen. It's a cracker, isn't it? Wow, beautiful. Amelia Douglas, great round, all clear. Kelfilo, 16, and this 22-year-old jockey living the dream. She wants to ride on the big stage. And here's another round of absolute perfection. This is shaping up to be an absolute cracking jump off. 5 clears, 12 combinations going forward. Natalie Moore, Delano. Fleur is the stallion. Jumpy Day Fontaine on the mare side, owned by Jane Hemingway Moore. If you get to know Natalie Moore well, you realize that she's an outstanding human being, and she thinks of her horse first, not herself, and she knows when enough is enough, time to go home. Great horse management. 8 falters are now out of the picture. We have got clears. In fact, no, Jamie Kermon, winning Kermon, that is. My computer lets me see that she's in 11th, so there's still a couple of spots for grabs. 11 and 12, still got 8 faults against them. Hayley Cox, Tulara Zane by Tulara for Fashion. Mark Fraser must be a happy camper watching the live stream. Tulara everywhere. Hayley Cox, Tulara Zane. Hey folks, she's only 18. She's having a go. Couple down, yes. But let's get her over the line. Just 18 years of age. One for the future. Hayley Cox. Go, girl. Well done, young Hayley. Jamie winning Kermond, 8 faults. Tulara Stelensky 11th. Will Dite. Will nervously watching on. He's still in with a shout. Thea in 12th. Jesse Smith, Espar PR Pardue by the beautiful Ballot du Rouet. This is a serious horse. One for the future. We're going to let her know how much we appreciate Jessie Smith's efforts. Well done, Jess. SPR Pardue, not this morning, maybe not, no, but you watch. Serious horse for the future, and that combination will be around for a long time. Now then, without jinxing her, Kate Hinchin having a tremendous show. Conchita Van der Hel, 10-year-old mare by Coleman. This lady has an impressive string of horses. She's ridden to World Cup level. Love to see this horse in the second round. It's all class. Kate Hinchin, Conchita Van der Hel. Well done, Kate. Maybe a little steady. Start the round, and then we had the rail, and then we moved up, and the mare really freed up. Another one for the future. Conchita Van der Hel into ninth, into ninth spot. So Stone for a second ride. Othello, MV, NZ. A lot of New Zealand bred horses. 12 riders going through. Another 10 riders to come. 10-year-old gelding. Reece Stones, Othello, MV, NZ. He needs to jump this wall. He has to jump this wall. Unlucky. Pressure. Pressure. Needed to come home with 4. Instead he comes home with 8. Beautifully ridden, I have to say. Beautifully ridden. Othello, MV, NZ. 14th. Unfortunately, we don't see that combination back. I described Dublin as effervescent. This horse, Lomachenko, Philip Lever, effervescence on a new level by Lord Pizzi, skillfully ridden by Philip Lever. From Victoria, through the start gates, Philip Lever, Lomachenko. Come on, you character of a horse. Jump this last fence and we can tell you how brave you are. He does. What a round, what a character. What a character. Lomachenko, Phil Lever, all clear. Six clears. And guess who's the fastest? Lomachenko, all clear, 63.43, as we welcome Jamie winning Kermon for a second ride. Bossa Nova, NZ, PH. Would dearly love a clear. Jamie winning. Bossa Nova, NZ, PH. Another professional rider always puts their horses first. Jamie winning Kermond, Bossa Nova, NZPH says that'll do me for today. I'll be back next week. Jamie's other ride, Tulara Stilansky, still in 12th position on 8 faults. We are taking 12 through to the next round. Jess Brown, I describe her as knocking on the door of doing something big. 4 faults, here, there. Love to see Jess do something with this stallion owned by Alice Cameron, casting by Kutoki himself, by Cambridge. Out of a Cassini one there. Jess Brown and the stallion, casting. Well done, Jess. Just the 4 faults. Now we wait to see where that puts her on the leaderboard. Into 8th. Great job. Love to see them back for the second round. Taking 12 horses forward. And one stallion replaces another. His new imported horse. Christian Alman has ridden this horse before. The master has jumped on board. Tom McDermott, our national senior champion. Haven't seen much of this combination, but what I do see, I like. Just nursing the stallion along into some form. He's the talent that is Thomas McDermott, the stallion, Mr. Lincoln B. Great ride, Tommy. One time fault, +4, total of 5. Unfortunately, puts looking for Tom's ranking at 14, so that puts him out of the 12. Stewie Jenkins had this ride. Fairview, Cambridge. Our World Cup rider, Sarah McMillan. By Corofino 2, a new partnership. Sarah McMillan, Fairview, Cambridge. Well done, Sarah. Just the one rail, 69.80. Puts Sarah into 14, Tom into 15. Clem Smith, Quantico 12. By Quintender. Clem thinks a lot of this horse. Solid round. Fortunately, the 2 down, 8, in fact, in one time, make 10. Total of 8. Computer. And Nick Taliana. And Nick rides Aidsman. By Valhalla, out of a Darko mare, bred by Andrew Inglis and Jenny Shepherd, owned now by Nick. 10-year-old gelding. 6 clears at this point, taking 12 horses forward. Nick Taliana, aidsman. Well done, Nick. Another solid round. 2 down, 8 penalties. Time on out in the first round, 71 seconds. From New Zealand, 2 riders left to go in the first round. Samantha Van Leerder, Cadillac, NZPH. Of course, it's a New Zealand bred horse. She's come all the way to jump with us from New Zealand. By Gostelow. Busy to the last fence. Great clear round. Super job. Isn't she happy? Well ridden. Samantha Van Leerder and Cadillac. NZPH. The second fastest time, 63.73. Great job. The last competitor in the first round, Calabond, 10-year-old gelding, owned by Michelle Clark, the international talent that is the one and only Billy Raymond. Great ride with his stallion in the earlier class for third. Billy would love to get his hands on the Riders' Cup. Calabond and Billy Raymond. Unlucky not his morning today on that horse, but better for the experience. That, ladies and gentlemen, concludes our first round of the Riders' Cup, 1 meter 45. 12 combinations going through, which I'll have confirmed for you very shortly. In the meantime, we will have a short break. We will grade the arena. We'll have a jump off to throw by Coleman, ably ridden by Kate Hinchin, Conchita van der Hel, the first to go in the 2023 Riders' Cup second round. This is going to be exciting. Kate Hinchin, Conchita van der Hel. These last two fences. Well done, Kate. Well, she showed us that the 6 is there after the wall. Kate Hinchin, Conchita van der Hel. 2 rounds, cumulatively 15. Jen Wood, next out with iPod, carrying 4 from the first round. Time allowed 54 seconds in the second. iPod by Casiago. Hugely popular, Jennifer Wood. Jen Wood and iPod. Gets the 8. Beautiful handbrake turn. Unlucky, bit of hang time. Got the 9 into 6. Keeps the foot down, riding for a place. Home on the 6, well done, Jennifer Wood. She'd be thrilled. That horse is really starting to hit his straps. Total of 12 over the 2 rounds. As we welcome Clem Smith. So this is a seeded draw. Clem Smith would love to have a crack at holding the Riders' Cup aloft. Clem Smith from Queensland on Casino GNZ. So the 9's the way, from 5 to the double. Goes 7 to the last. Wasn't a great clear. 4 from the first. Clear in the second and fast. 61 is the time for the second round. Judges have made an adjustment. It's 61, so under time for Clem Smith. Great clear round. Great to see now Jess Brown and the Stallion casting by Katoki out of a Cassini 1 mare owned by Alice Cameron, carrying 4 from the first. Everyone else has gone 9. Jess goes 8 into a double. Smart ride. Wider on the 7 to the last. 1 for the future, that Stallion, casting. Two down in the second round. 8 faults, total of 12 over the 2 rounds combined, but not to worry, definitely a horse to look out for. An uncharacteristic 4 faults. And now, what does Sarah Duggan do with Dublin? For sure, she will put her foot down. She's banking on somebody else that's jumped clear, having a rail in the second round by Cantos. The super competitive Sarah Duggan and Dublin. And now Sarah puts the handbrake on, nurses this horse home. Next time, Sarah Duggan. Next time, character of a horse, Dublin. Very rarely out of the placings. Now, the clear rounds begin. Amelia Douglas, 22 years of age, Cal Philo 1-6. One of the stylish rounds of the first round of the Riders' Cup. This, the horse that Amelia wants to be her Top Gun horse going forward. How much does she push this new partnership? We're about to find out. The first of the clears from the first round. Amelia Douglas, Cal Filou, 1-6. The 9 rolled the front rail as she goes 6 or 7 coming home. Six and rode it well. 4 faults. In a time 57.70. So deceivingly fast across the ground, wasn't she? Goes to the top. Presently in first spot, 57.70. Should have got it earlier, she says, as she goes out of the gate. The 9, that is. Sally Simmons, Oaks, Charleville, by the Super Sire. Charlemagne Ego Z, bred by the Oak Sport horses, owned by Sally. Jumped to Super first round. Now, what tactics are at play? Sally Simmons, Oaks, Charleville, looking for our first double clear. Went the big 8 and got it. We're riding with you, Sal. Little wider on the 7 to complete. 4 faults. 58.25 into second. Maverick Miles in front of his adoring fans. Everyone in front of MC Apparel absolutely engaged in the outcome. Maverick on Verdasco by Vivant out of a Conquistador mare. Jumped to Super first round. Young Maverick Miles, Verdasco. Beautiful 7. He's had his luck. That can't happen twice. Masterclass on the 8. He's lost a peg. He's a brave little athlete, this fella. Well done, Maverick. Just the one rail. 52.32. It will put him in pole position. Maverick Miles to the top of our leaderboard is the fastest 4 in the second round. 3 horses left to go. This horse jumped the house down in the first round, owned by Justin Wilkinson, by Skendix, out of a Cassini 2 mare. Cassini 2 got a lot of stock flying around Waratah. He's had a brilliant show. Can he cap it off with something special in the Riders' Cup? It's Aaron Hadlow, Sarah Stiletto. Just eases off a little. Unlucky, so he got the 8 to his double from 5. 3 down, 12 faults. He'd be disappointed. But again, a lovely mare for the future. 3 to go. Frida Lindgren, Van Dam. Won yesterday and didn't look like she was moving. That is the skill set of this tremendous lady in the saddle. She's that technically correct. Produces a canter of winning style and looks effortless. She rides Van Dam by Val Desiree, owned by Lever Equestrian. We still are looking for our first double clear. Frida Lindgren, Van Dam. Having had the rail, that's the only fence she's banking on. Unfortunately, not the plan. Right, well, the bookmakers never saw that coming. Truly didn't. 3 down, 12. So with 2 left to go, it's the 2 fastest clear rounds from the first round. From New Zealand, Samantha Van Leerder and Cadillac NZPH. They were both in the 63s. Clear 63.73 to follow is Philip Lever on the extravagant Lomachenko, 63.43. So they were within cooey of each other in the first round. 2 to go. Looking for our first double clear. From New Zealand, composing her thoughts, Samantha Van Leerder, Cadillac NZPH. Gets the 8 as an ad. This is interesting. So does that mean she goes 9 here? No, Stretches in the 8, keeps rolling. Now we let the horse have his head. She's 2 from home. Does she go 6? Does she go 7? Unlucky. Pressure. Wow. And probably that was in her mind. Just a little bit of uncertainty. Samantha Vanaleta drops to 3rd. So, Phil Lever, Lomachenko. Naturally, a buoyant, active canter. We haven't had a double clear, but if Phil takes the canter away to be too cautious, does it affect the jump? Or does he let the gelding do his normal stuff? And Maverick Miles is looking on with interest. Verdasco at the top of the leaderboard. Maverick, 4 faults, 52.32. This is a quandra. What way do I go, says Phil. Show jumping at its best. Like a game of chess. Decisions, decisions. Phil Lever from Victoria. And this character of a horse, that is Lomachenko, the last to go in the 2nd round of the Riders' Cup. Conservative on the 8. The stadium leans back in its seat. 9 strides to the double. Lomachenko says, come on, Dad. Lomachenko's looking at the crowd. Only straightened the last stride. Philip to the last. Click, click, he says, and jumps it. There's your winner, double clear, the hat comes off. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. What outstanding riding as he comes down the log. Come on, Philip, come down here, please, sir. We want to give you a rousing reception. Lomachenko, you stunning character of a horse. Great job. Well done, Philip. Outstanding, outstanding. Phil Lever, Lomachenko, wins the Riders' Cup 2023. We'll be back with the minor placings. But as he goes out of the arena, folks, can we put our hands together? It was pressure on top of pressure. Great job. Points to the horse, of course he does. Brilliant riding, very exciting. Phil Lever and Lomachenko win the 2023. Well, folks, it was 11 years ago when Edwina Mitchell first had the idea of the Riders' Cup. a mini pre-event, which is actually going to do this again at the Nationals in November here at SIAC 11 years ago, and then asking Edwina about it this morning. Well, what was, in fact, the concept and why? And it was to encourage riders to be able to jump mini pre-heights, but it was to be funded by the riders themselves. And still to this day, 11 years later, the class has become a real premier event on the show jumping calendar. I read out all of those sponsors that have been involved earlier in the day, and it's a good time now to say thank you for keeping the Riders' Cup very much alive. And it's with great pleasure to say that the winner of the 2023 Riders' Cup from Victoria, Philip Lever Lomachenko. We'll have a chat to Philip shortly, but then going down the line, please put your hands together for second position, long-time leader in that jump-off, Maverick Miles Verdasco. Amelia Douglas on her new superstar, Kel Filou 1-6 in third position. Well done, Amelia. From New Zealand, Samantha Van Leerder, Cadillac NZ PH in fourth. Great riding today from Sally Simmons, Oaks Charleville into fifth. Great to see Sally doing so well. He's never really out of the placings, is he? He's from Queensland. He's Clem Smith, Casino GNZ into sixth. The very popular, and I'm sure will deserve, she sponsors this class. She rides a number of horses. Her pupils are here. Her name's Jennifer Wood. She rides iPod in seventh. Great to see Jess Brown in the placings. We've been trying all weekend to get Jess involved, and now she is with the Stallion Casting in ninth, Jess Brown. Frida Lindgren in 10th with Van Dam. Again, yes, well done, because that lady can ride. And Kate Hinchin, another lady also in a stellar run of form, Conchita van der Hel in 11th. And rounding out our placings, Sarah Duggan and Dublin in 12th. So it really is and was. The concept is alive and well. It's 11 years old. It's the Riders' Cup. Before I go and talk to Philip, Edwina, I wonder if you'd like to say something about the idea you had 11 years ago and how it's continued to be such a star attraction.
Thanks, Martin. It's actually more economics than anything else. That's where it came from. Lots of small things is easier to get than one big thing. So I asked the riders. The group changes every year, but it is only for professional riders and equestrian establishments. And I do thank all 10 of them. I should be able to remember them all by name, but I won't try, because if I forget one, then I'll be in trouble.
And I've already read them out.
And you've already, but thank you very much. So I'll pass to you, Martin, and you can take it on to Phil. Congratulations, riders.
Thanks, Edwina. You do a great job, and great to see that a formula that you developed 11 years ago, you say it's by economics, but it's manifested itself into something more for the riders. And these riders definitely want to get a piece of the Riders' Cup. Phil, this horse looks like a handful to ride, but actually you say he's probably not so hard up there for you. Can you explain? Because it looks different from where we stand.
Oh, look, I always watch the videos of this horse, and he sort of looks like he's got arms and legs and everything going everywhere, and he's going a million miles an hour. But actually, when you ride him, everything goes a little bit in slow motion. We've worked hard on changing some bits and things with this horse to get him a little bit easier, because he always runs me a bit past my distance and then doesn't find the scope for the back rail. And really happy with this weekend that we've sort of found the right bit and it's all started to come together. You know, a win in the metre 45 the other day and a win today. Yeah, I think he's really come to the party this week.
And just about your mindset, only one double clear, and that was you. With this sort of horse, were you thinking slightly conservative, or were you thinking, I've got to attack this to make sure it's interesting on this style of horse? What were your thoughts coming in last?
I had a positive feeling that my horse was really on today. He jumped super first round. Like I said, he jumped really good in the metre 45. In the second round, I really just trusted him that he was going to jump a clean round. I didn't try to chase the clock. I let him run in his own way, but obviously I took my wider turns and everything, and I just knew that he was going to jump clear.
Great job. And finally, anyone to thank?
Well, obviously I want to thank all the show organisers and the sponsors of the show, everyone here, all the girls back in the stables that are doing a marvellous job. Our sponsors, MC Apparel, obviously 1 and 2 today, so it is definitely the clothing to wear if you want to be successful. CWD, Free Jump, Pride's Easy Feed, High Form, all of our sponsors and our supporters that put everything towards us making the horses that they are and that they can perform the way they can. And I just want to thank everyone. And I just want to say this morning I walked into the show office and I saw a little plaque there with all the riders and everything on that have won this class, and I really walked out of that and said, I better get my name on that list.
Good on you, Phil. I think there's a couple of photo opportunities here. I'll take the mic back so you can hold on to Lomachenko. Great riding again. There's a photo there, I'm sure, that can go on the wall later. Great to see Edwina Mitchell, who developed the Riders' Cup, is able to be part of the presentation 11 years later. So Phil, you know what's coming. We just love you to take these guys on a lap of, and then please come past us again for a second time on your own. The winner of the 2023 Riders' Cup, Phil Lever Lomachenko. In second spot, Maverick Miles Verdasco. Amelia Douglas in third. Kel Philo, 16. From New Zealand in fourth, Samantha Van Leerder. Sally Simmons, Oaks Charleville in fifth. Clem Smith, New Zealand, GNZ from Queensland. Jennifer Wood in seventh with iPod. Aaron Hadlow, Sarah Stiletto in 8th, Jess Brown, the Stallion, in 9th, Frida Lindgren, 10th, 11th, Kate Hinchin, and Sarah Duggan in 12th. One more time, folks. The winner, the champion, Lomachenko, Phil Lever. He's won the Riders' Cup in 2023.